We will start with the Symphony of the State of Maine. And this is awesome music, and not so much. Anyway, hi everyone, Moshe the Electric Israeli. Here's me in a gun store in May. In America, you can just go get a gun from the supermarket. And I'm going to describe to you our almost 2,000 miles trip, summer trip from North New Jersey to Nova Scotia, to Halifax, Nova Scotia. Beautiful, beautiful city. So here are some of the data. 1949 miles, 1,949 miles, 533 kilowatt hour consumption, and 284 watt hour per mile. It was hot. I have to say it was really hot. 75 miles an hour average speed, and 92 Fahrenheit, 92 degrees Fahrenheit. Here we are crossing the border to Canada, and it was about 10 superchargers stop. And that will be the main topic of this video, the supercharging stop or lack thereof inside of the huge province of Nova Scotia. Now, I never went on a ferry or a car ferry, so this was the first time. So you have to make sure in the navigation that the ferry button is not highlighted. So here's my first experience. Okay, for the first time ever, I'm taking our Tesla on a ferry from the island called Campobello to
Deer Island.
Deer Island. All right, this is awesome. Awesome. This this is so funny. Oh my god, this is so funny.
Wait, it's moving.
Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay. Thank you, dear. All right, so we took the ferry from the island of Campobello. That's where FDR Summer House is. It's a very nice museum. It's owned by the United States and Canada. I highly recommend, if you like history, it's a very, very nice place to go. I must admit to my wife, which always asks me to do things like this, and I always say no. But it was very, very nice. All right, anyway, so we went from one island to the other on a ferry, about 15 cars or so. You get up there in like 5 minutes. One ramp from one side, one ramp from the other side. No big deal whatsoever. The girls there are amazing. They are so professional. They know what to do. They know how to park your car and all that. And once you get to that, it's about 20-25 minute a ride from one side to the other on the island. So we went from one island to the other, then from one to the mainland in New Brunswick, in the province of New Brunswick, St. John. There are superchargers there. We're going to talk about it later on in the video. That is what I want to tell you about. But once the ferry goes on one side, boom, and it goes like 2 seconds, you get out on the other side. Look at them. They're so great. They know how to direct you and all that stuff. So eventually we went to St. John, and from St. John we drove to Nova Scotia, to Halifax, Nova Scotia. Now, Nova Scotia is a huge province, and Nova Scotia has one big problem. It has only 2 superchargers. Now, I'm going to show you a map in a minute. Here we are going onto the second ferry. Okay, same style, about 15 cars, and into the mainland, same thing. It's very easy. Now, some of them, I have to tell you, if you've never been on one, some of them in Canada are free, government owned, and some of them you pay. I think we paid like $25 or $30. Now, we did take a ferry, a huge boat actually, from one side of Nova Scotia to the other. Okay, that was a 2.5 hour ride. Okay, and that you pay, I think, $200. And that takes a long time. It takes about 45 minutes to load your cars. There's trucks and semi-trailers. I mean, it's a whole different thing. It's like a little cruise. It's very, very nice. We really, really liked it. Anyway, so when we got to Nova Scotia, we realized Nova Scotia has one big major city, and that's Halifax. It has a suburb called Dartmouth, and this closest supercharger to Halifax is a half hour away, half hour north. which is crazy. There's another superchargers really, really north on the coastline. All right, these are the islands that we went through when we got to St. John. Okay, you see, one to the other. It's really, really cool, really awesome. So and I don't understand that there are two more superchargers are in the works. Tesla said that they're going to be there in 2024, like this year, but they're also not in actual the city of Halifax. I don't know if it's an ordinance. I don't know, but there are many regular charge, like destination slow charge. Now, I made a video about this of what happened that FSD did not work well for one day in Canada on the highway. It will drift to the middle and will cross the line, and at one point wanted to get off the road completely in the highway. So I made a video about that. But this is the bridge to Dartmouth. From Dartmouth to Halifax, and in Halifax there's a number of slow chargers, regular chargers, and also Tesla destination chargers. But the problem with them, they're located in hotels, garages. So you want to go to the casino. Here's this great amphibian ride. We actually took it. My wife and I, 20 minutes in Halifax on the streets and 20 minutes in the water. And I got splashed really well. And then we went to this awesome fort. It was great. It's really a great trip. Okay, back to what I was saying. So all of the public charges, except for one or two. One that I used, one was in the university. There was a little university there, and there was one public charger for the students, but anybody can use it. Here's me getting splashed, and sometimes it's not available. Paying for it, it's not a big deal, but all the other charges, we charged one time in the casino, which was great because we won $200, but you have to go to the casino, you have to pay the garage, and what are you going to do is stay there for 2 hours unless you're paying, unless you're playing. If you're not playing, what do? You go to Hilton hotel, you have to be a guest, or you can use a public garage. It's the only one that we found in Halifax. That's the university. So it's me, and then next to me there's a Nissan Leaf. I used to have Nissan Leaf was my first electric car in 2015. Same color, great car. Anyway, so it was challenging. You see on the map, just two and two more coming. This is, by the way, the ferry boat that we went across the bay. So if you go to Halifax, which is a great place, just be mindful that if you want to branch right or left, you better know where there are chargers. I mean, we went to certain places, certain museums and all that, and we visited a few places, but you have to know that you can actually charge, because if you don't, you can absolutely get stuck. It's a huge province. There are not too many people outside of Halifax. It's very scarcely populated. Really nothing going on. Beautiful views, cliffs, escarpments. I mean, it's really nice. But just for you to know that the closest supercharger to Halifax is a half-hour away east a little bit. And there's another one really up north, like I showed you in the map before. So know that. And most of the other ones are located in garages, hotels, and you can find them, you can use them, but just know that it is challenging. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you're going to Halifax, you absolutely 100% going to enjoy it while we cross the Tappan Zee Bridge from New York to New Jersey. Thank you guys.